Let me know if my voice is clear to you all. Yes, yes, yes. Hearty, welcome. It's kind of drizzling in Hyderabad on and off. I don't know how it's at your place. So, very good evening, everyone. Hearty welcome to Elite Tax Academy. So, as people are joining from different parts of the world, especially India, USA, Canada, Middle East, Australia, and other parts, welcome to another exciting episode of 40, the Tax Titans Talk. Please let us know in the chat which city are you from? Are you a student, professional, entrepreneur, EA aspirant, CPA aspirant, FPC, CPP student, accountant, or a tax practitioner? We would love to know our audience here. Don't bombard us with your questions at the beginning. Wait for me and Mr. Amit to complete talking. Save all your questions till the end, and once he is done, then probably we will take up all the sessions. So, on behalf of students, our team members, professionals, entrepreneurs, and the entire iLead family, I warmly welcome each one of you to another powerful episode of 40, the Tax Titan Stuff. This is a platform where we learn, it's a platform where we grow, it's a platform where we inspire because success leaves clues. Yeah. And one of the fastest ways to grow is to learn directly from people who have already walked that path. That's why we need teachers, we need mentors, we need leaders in our life, right? Now, for those of you who are new, 40, it stands for the Tax Titan Stock. Our mission is simple: to bring successful leaders from taxation, accounting, payroll, technology, entrepreneurship, and business leadership onto one single platform so that students can learn, professionals can grow, and entrepreneurs can be inspired. Because careers are not built only through books, they are built through wisdom, through experience, through mistakes, through perseverance, and through leadership, right? And today's guest is someone I have personally enjoyed, getting to know. When I spoke first to him, one thing stood out immediately: his passion for quality, and his passion for learning, and his passion for building people also. So, our guest today, as you see in the background, is Mr. Amit Patel. He's a CPA from USA, a CA from India, founder and CEO of Ennovate Group. So, Mr. Amit brings more than 24 years of experience in US taxation and then international tax. He has worked his way up from tax staff to tax director and spent 16 years with MBAF, one of the leading accounting firms in the US, before launching Ennovate Group. He specializes in international taxation, including GILTI, Subpart F, BIFIC, Form 5471, Form 8865, cross border tax planning, international compliance, offshore team building, and things like that. Okay. So don't pump in, all your technical questions to Amit. So there's not going to be a technical clarification session. It's just a leadership talk, not about I lead, uh, not about, any course or anything. You ask ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, anything about the courses. I think they will be the best mouthpiece for you. This purely to learn from Mr. Amit or every leader who is coming onto this platform. Okay, he has also helped CPA firms scale efficiently and has become a trusted advisor to firms and clients dealing with complex international tax matters also. Okay, so let me have the privilege of introducing Mr. Amit. Okay, so if you have still not liked the video, please do like, please do subscribe to our channel, and share this video with somebody who is in the US taxation field or who is planning to come into US taxation, accounting, payroll, bookkeeping, so that they can learn from this leader. Yeah. Okay, I hope I am audible. Hope my voice is clear. Right. Okay, so here we have Mr. Amit. Hearty welcome, Mr. Amit ji, on
Uh, Thank you, Vandaji, and thank you for amazing. You spoke a lot of good things about me, so kind of you built up a lot of expectations, I would say. But really, thank you for this opportunity to be part of this 40s, like the text Titan stock, and I'm very grateful for like your kind of vision in creating this platform where you just mention about it's not about technical discussion, it's beyond the technical discussion that we focus on kind of inspiring students, professionals, and even aspiring entrepreneurs that you just talk about, like. So these are the things I think that resonate very deeply with me. And again, thank you for having me here.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you very, very much for accepting our invite, also, sir. On behalf of Elite Tax Academy and all our students, hearty, hearty welcome to 40, the Tax Titan Stock. So it's truly an honor to have you with us today. Yeah. So,
Thank you.
Amitji, let's begin. Okay. So, tell us about your journey from becoming a CA in India to becoming a CPA in the US.
uh, it's been like to start with, to be very honest, I will be very frank as well. So today we all see it's like a shining star as a US tax industry. Everyone wants to join in this industry, and but back then when I passed my CA in 2002, the economy was not doing that great, to be very honest. So and can I speak in Hindi, or I'm
हाँ जी,
absolutely?
हाँ
Yeah,
जी,
yeah.
हाँ जी,
Okay, okay. So back then the industry was not that great, and ऐसा नहीं था कि बहुत ही बड़ा विजन था, कुछ था.
Hmm.
I would say, to be very frankly, कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा था, and somehow I landed in into this US tax industry. And word outsourcing was new to me, to be very honest.
Hmm.
And even that word was relatively new in India as well. Even Big Four and everywhere started around that time only.
Yeah.
But initially, once I joined this, I gradually realized that this is an industry where people like kind of globalizations and everything. Even our IT industry was started to boom in and everything. So I gradually realized, eventually the professionals who understand the kind of international tech stuff will have a significant advantage. And as I said, I passed my CA in 2002. Then my first job with was SurePrep, where I worked for 3 years. And today, when people talk about technology and automation, believe me, the automation and technology that I have seen there, I haven't seen any close to that yet.
Hmm.
So there is no match, I would say. So it's been amazing experience to start in a firm. And for me, I've been so lucky in
Hmm.
all my journey. I
Hmm.
was always part of either first employee or first group of employee. So that advantage was always there to get into all this process right from the beginning, understand everything behind the scene as well, not just what we see on our dashboard,
Correct.
how the dashboard gets created. So I was part of that as well. So that amazing journey with SharePrep for 3 years. Then I think a turning point of my career was joining MBF. As like MBF stands for Morrison Brown Argis and Farah. It's was like one of the top 35 US accounting firm,
Hmm.
and I was first employee here in their captive unit in India.
Hmm.
And I consider myself to be very fortunate to work with the leaders, partners who continuously encourage learning and professional growth.
Hmm.
So whatever, if you I am known for today for little my knowledge or technical things, all credit goes to the experience and opportunity I had with MBF in my like wonderful journey for 16 years.
Wonderful.
And then, like as I said, the partners and leaders at the firm were kind of encouraging me to pursue the CPA. And at that time, testing centers for CPA exam were not either in Dubai or India,
Hmm.
and so one had to travel to the US only.
Hmm.
and that's also again amazing journey. Like how what are the real leaders are.
Hmm.
So my B1 visa got rejected. uh, then my blanket L1 was rejected as well. And you will see very few employers who
Hmm.
sponsors your H1 just because you can take the CPA exam. I never had a plan to settle in the US,
Hmm.
and they say, okay, you come here, you get the work experience, you come in a select season, you prepare your CPA and take the exam.
Hmm.
So that's the amazing leadership I had. So they gave me this opportunity to pursue CPA, and there was around 10 years of gap between my CA and pursuing this CPA.
Okay.
And like yes, as a professional you read every day, but that's a different. But reading as a student is completely different. Reading to pass the exam is completely different mindset. So again, going into that student mindset, and as I said, I was in US, so working in a tech season for weekly 50 billable plus hours,
Ah.
managing our day-to-day life our own in the US, and then studying and taking exam. When I look back, like I think, okay, I like very proud of myself the way I did. If I have to think of today doing, I think, oh, I may not be able to do that. So that is how been I like pass my CPA exam, I would say. So, like I already had, as I said, like 10 years of experience before getting this CPA license
Hmm.
or passing CPA exam. But what passing this CPA exam kind of validated my years of experience, I would say. It shows like commitment towards kind of your work when you have some professional credentials backed by such CA or EPA credentials. Like so, I think that is amazing achievement when I say like I did this. So it opened up the a new opportunity in terms of the trust of a client and the firm's partners, directors that place in me compared to someone don't have that credentials.
Hmm. Hmm.
When I look back this over 24 years of things, I think my biggest learning in whole this journey is the technical expertise that gets you the opportunities,
Hmm.
but continuous learning, and more than that is adaptability.
Hmm.
uh, Kind of mentoring or working with the people, not just mentoring. Every people has a different mindsets and everything, so working with different people and everything, it is what I think creates a long term growth and success. This is how I would put my journey from kind of CPA CA to CPA in all 24 years.
Okay. Wonderful, sir. So, what attracted you to taxation?
So, I would say I always say myself to be an accidental entrepreneur. In the same way, I would say when I jump into this tax and accounting.
Accidental entrepreneur. That's good, man.
You will see very few who start as an entrepreneur after 24 years, right? So that is how I. So even joining this kind of accounting and tax industry.
Hmm.
Uh, I came from a family where my grandfather, even father, were accountant, not chartered accountant, but were accountant.
Hmm.
So accounting was kind of always there in the blood, but gradually, I think I learn. So it is not about as I said, entering was not about with a kind of a great vision or something. But after entering, I realized this is a field where it creates a real value if you put your time and efforts in a kind of a right direction. Um, and this tax and accounting sits at the center of all the business decisions,
Hmm.
right? So that is how it fascinated me. This is something I really love. That is I realized gradually, I would say. So the business grows, there is a risk also grows, there are like you see a lot of changes. We normally talk about technology and everything, so changes are happening since years. It's every generation is a new, same way every day. Yes, like today technology is changing very fast, but I think this is all like, it's not about more vision that bring me into this field, but
mm,
after entering this field, I think it was amazing to see like how this field creates value if you put your time, efforts, hard work, everything in the right direction.
absolutely, absolutely. Like looking back 24 years, what were the defining moments, we can say, that changed your career?
So, Nanaji, I would say there are many in 24 years, and even before kind of, I think getting this CA degree, or before getting all this experience and everything, I would see the defining moment will be like someone believed in me
Hmm.
when I was still trying to figure out my future. I was not sure what to do and not to do, but I had one my neighbor who used to be a professor in a college.
Hmm.
He was a professor of statistics.
Hmm.
He lived with us for 3 4 years. Then he changed his house and moved to other place. But he continued to remain. He stayed in touch with me
Hmm.
and took a genuine interest in my education and career.
Hmm.
At that time, coming from low middle class family, my financial situation was not that great enough.
Hmm.
So he personally taught me the statistics without charging a single rupee. He invested his time, knowledge, energy simply because he believed in my potential.
Hmm.
And that is how, like I say, my journey, that is a kind of defining moment, I would say, in my life, where
Hmm.
someone believed in me when I had nothing. Even I was doubting myself. It was not about like I had degree or something. So that was one of the defining moment in my life. When I look back this, not just 24 years, I
Hmm.
go beyond that as well, because I was very teenage, I would say, at that time. Then coming to this journey where I, obviously, this CA credential, it's gives you, like in my first job, everyone was were a fresher. There was no one experienced enough who can teach you, because it was first year for the company as a here as well. So those who are chartered are the reviewer, those who are not chartered are the preparers. So having a CA give me that kind of front seat. Definitely a CA qualification established as a strong kind of professional foundation. And getting into this kind of a tax industry, um, uh, there were so many uncertainties
Hmm.
around the success and growth of this industry itself.
Hmm.
Even when I passed my CA and joined this, people used to say, Amit, after passing CA, you are joining this data entry industry. This is just a data entry
Oh,
work.
data entry.
Yeah, that is what I heard from the around, like whoever it was. Not they were having what they think at that time might be their viewpoint,
Hmm.
but so um, this passing CA and joining this industry, I would put at a kind of one of the defining moment or important point in my journey. And the life changing things I already, I think, stated is joining MBF, getting an opportunity to work with the MBF as their first employee here in their kept unit is like one of the best thing that happened in my life. And
How long have you been with MBF?
I worked there for 16 years, and a reason for separation was because that firm merged into the larger firm.
Oh.
uh, and then I had kind of coming from a different culture and everything. So been amazing journey with all the leaders, partners. You work when you work for 16 years, you work with all the level. You don't
Hmm.
just work with one person or one layer. So been great journey there at MBA for 16 years, and again I passed my CPA. So as I said already, passing CPA validates your passion and kind of knowledge and experience. Like if you go and say, I know US tax, but if you say I'm CPA, then that's completely a different thing. So definitely working in this field and passing that US CPA exam, I would put it as kind of one of the important landmark in my whole journey. And finally, today, like when I'm running this my own company,
mm,
uh, it's founding this, starting my on venture Ennovate Group is my latest, I would say, kind of a major milestone.
mm.
Uh, like transitioning myself from technical professionals to becoming an entrepreneur and creating opportunities for the other. I think as I said, like it's not easy to put this in a one or two lines, and this is how like so many landmark with so many years I would put. And all this I would say kind of defining landmark in my career.
Wonderful, wonderful. You said that someone believed in you, and today you gave credit, for all that belief that was there in your life. So today,
Exactly.
are you able to believe in people, or to put it differently, are people that you believe today are able to honor your belief as you honored your boss or your company or your leader those days?
uh, I would say with change in a generation, the
Do you
mindset
see
change.
do you see the same Amits today?
I am still same. I told my boss
No,
who
no.
met
In the
me
new
like,
people, do you see the same Amit who was there like
it's
20 years ago?
okay. So there are two things.
Hmm.
One, I would say, it's trust on the side. As I mentioned, it's a believing in someone. So in all these years, I work with so many freshers, and like I have publicly accepted sometimes as well. For few of them, very few, I would say, I think two or three, where I accepted myself when I was of your age.
Hmm.
I didn't had this amount of technical knowledge or interest or passion that you have today. So there are people beyond Amit as well. It's not just having Amit.
Hmm.
And but yes, it's kind of providing opportunities, trusting someone is the main part of this journey. And that is how, and this is all things I have learned at MBF. Like you make people competent enough that they can leave you, but create a culture that don't allow them to leave.
Yeah.
So that is what I think that stands today as well, irrespective of a generation we are working with. So that is what I, yes, there are not just Amit, as I said, beyond Amit capabilities, people are there as well.
Hmm. Wonderful. Wonderful. Happy to know. So, like, what made you stay with MBF for 16 years?
Like I would say, interesting story. Uh, if I say this today, it may seem like a fictitious one,
Hmm.
uh, but this is a real life story. When I was working at a share prep,
Hmm.
my appraisal was due. I was working as a review manager there,
Okay.
and third thing was there, because there was three combination. Yes, I was managing a team of around 60 people along with other couple of review managers. So these three things were there.
Hmm.
Like I was working as a review manager, my appraisal was due, and
Hmm.
I was already managing a team of 60 plus team members.
Hmm.
And when I met Mr. Bakai, who was a senior partner at MBF, and he visited here, and it was not a never been a formal interview. He just had a one telephonic talk with me before he came here, and then he came and say, "Okay, come here, meet." And during this interaction, the way he interacted,
Hmm.
and as a young blood, like you always try to put and justify yourselves and prove yourself. So in this discussion, something was he asked like and with like to just so that I am aware about new changes and everything. I said, "Oh, that's like bonus depreciation or something is no more available now, something at that time." And he
Mm,
said, Amit, even my secretary knows that.
mm,
I want in within this how we can make things better for a client, how we can have a situation and identify opportunities
mm,
that can still make a client to be able to claim those deductions.
mm,
And those few discussion like this uh, were kind of so fascinating and kind of mind blowing for me.
mm,
And from all these three factors, uh, like from review manager to tech staff, my title was a tech staff when I joined mbf. And from managing a team of 60, I was the first employee here in India office.
mm,
And he asked me xyz amount, like what you have. I said this expected. He said no, I cannot give you more than what you have. So
mm,
leaving my appraisal is joined at the same salary.
mm,
But then, as I said, the leaders were amazing. They were investing in people. It
mm,
was taking ownership of a client where you feel it is your own client. At
mm.
the same time, you are responsible for completing engagement.
Yeah.
So you see as a whole interaction with the directly with the whoever people you are working, whoever layer of a people you are working there. And later on, like at that time, it was not easy to say to the client that their work is getting performed in the India.
Mm,
But my leaders were kind of transparent enough. Even on website we had India office listed even those 20 years back. So even gradually I never work in a night shift in all these
mm.
years. uh,
Oh.
so they really value the different culture, time zones and everything.
Mm,
And eventually on a few clients where they were also aware I'm kind of team are working from India, they allowed us to communicate even directly to the client as well.
mm,
So such a culture, as I said, with all this skill set and everything, knowledge, definitely could have a better opportunities. But the culture was such strong. Never thought of preparing even resume. Forget about thinking of leaving or interviews.
that's nice. That's nice. So, how do you establish trust with your clients in USA while you're working from India in the Indian time zone? So, how do you?
Again, like whenever we talk with partners there, leaders, even particularly this Kashyap Bakhai, he always talks about Amit, any research. He give us research as well. He knows answers, but just to make a then I realized afterwards.
Mm,
Then like I perform and we'll go with everything. Then he said, no, no, Amit, this is not that. You should try this. So his focus was always, I mean, look for the code section, look for the
mm,
regulation. So emphasis was always to be a technically sound.
mm,
So those opportunities, I think then it's more about once you do something, then you find it interesting, right? And you feel yourself proud. Yes, I could do this. So that's a gradual process. I would say it's nothing has happened overnight. But it's a trust of the leaders. I would put it that they gave us this opportunity. Then it's a gradually that keeps you motivated enough when you get such opportunities. So even when all the department then we later on started, I was always a kind of part of the things, like when valuation department started, like Amit, you work on few engagements. So that the trust that okay, they are ready to start the new things and take you along with that journey. So that is how I put this kind of things that never give me a thought of leaving that company anytime.
so, another thing is after building a successful corporate career, you launched this Ennovate group. So, you said entrepreneur by accident. So, what has surprised you the most about entrepreneurship? It's been how long that you've been an
It's
entrepreneur?
about 9-10 months. and it was never been about I can do or I cannot do. It's
Hmm.
always about I wants to do or not. And I have a simple one line answer about difference being
Hmm.
working as an entrepreneur and not working as an entrepreneur.
Hmm.
In an entrepreneur role, you have 365 days job and your mind is working 24 by 7. Other
Yeah.
than that, everything mostly remains the same.
Yeah.
Yes, challenges are there, lot of uncertainties are there, and as an entrepreneur you need to take a lot of decisions. So yeah, that's a completely different journey, but very much proud of both the journeys, not just today,
Hmm.
but all the 20 years, 4 years, I think, wherever I work, been lucky enough. And even today, I'm lucky enough to have the team who are working with me. They are
Yeah.
amazing as well.
Yeah. I saw some of your WhatsApp status, some funny moments with your team members. I loved it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do you see any difference between your role as a leader earlier and now as a boss?
Uh,
Do you
I
do
don't.
you see some
I don't.
transition happening?
No, 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 not at all. I don't consider myself as a boss. It's like even before also, it was always working with the team. So if you have to grow, I think there is some like if you want to go fast, you go alone.
Yeah.
If you want to go far, you go with the team. So that is how I see. It's not been about like today only, but it's in all this journey. It was always working with the team, working with the people. So today is not difference, but it's, I think today I am more in commanding position to take any decisions at my free will. So previously I had to take a permission today. So that's a difference, I would say. But otherwise, in terms of kind of things where people centric, it was earlier also people centric, today also it is, and in future also, even technology, whatever speed it goes, people will always remain a center of everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Amitji, during our conversation earlier, you made a statement that stayed with me. Like you said, tax professionals must think like pilots
Yeah.
because a pilot cannot afford mistakes, you said. So, why is quality so important and how do you build a quality culture, whether as an entrepreneur or as a leader?
Okay, so as I said, like I have grown up with the leaders, where, as I said, my boss Kashyap Bakai always used to focus on a code section and regulation. And today I do the same thing when I talk to the team member over years, I would say, not just today. Like uh, if you take any position on a tax return, whether you miss out, you like the typo, spelling mistake, or something technical things like happen, say you forgot to take a deductions or something, and because of that, if there is a tax implication and there is a notice from the IRS, what will be your answer?
Yeah.
Will you be able to say that it was my first mistake? Right. So that is how, when I say it's a pilot job, a pilot of airplane, that is how I put it. So
Mm,
everything that you do, always keep in mind, like even one of the principle we have is that as well, right? Any tax position you take, it's more likely than not, possibility should be always there.
mm,
So that is how I always enforce these things to the people I work around, that always think of like this, keep this mindset. Anything that you do on a return, you are answerable for that.
mm,
So there should not be any excuse, like I did followed the prior year or something like that. You invest the time, you take more time. If return is for 3 hours, I don't mind you take 4 hours, but you should be able to learn the things. Even today, when I say that has been amazing part of my journey, been learning every
mm,
day, that satisfaction should be there. You learn something new.
mm.
So that is how put it, kind of for this one.
Now, to those people, who said, you took a data entry operator job or something like that, what is your answer today? Like, what separates a data entry operator? tax.
I would say those people must have like you will see if your glasses are blue, you will see everything blue. Your glasses are yellow, you will see everything like a yellow. So it's not their fault, but the way they see the world at that time, it's their perspective, I would say. And in all these things, like I happened to meet in my early part of the career to one of the chartered accountant from one well-known top CA firm.
Mm-hmm.
And during the interaction he told me, uh, like in I was in very much my early career, 1 or 2 year early.
Mm,
And he told me, I think, Amit, like kind of work you do you read the um, court sections? Do you read the court cases? Are you CPA or planning to be CPA?
mm,
And those kind of discussion, like kind of still I remember. So
mm,
if I want to be real tax professional, this should be the things I should always keep in mind. So that answer is not about like it's people whoever has kind of talked to me, it's always from their perspective. But it's been always been benefited like to me, the way they talk to me and explain to me. I think these are the things, so I
mm,
would always take it like a kind of very positive, uh, because someone tells you at that age, like if you want to grow in this field, this is what you should do. So I'm grateful for everyone whoever directly indirectly helped me in my whole this journey.
wonderful, wonderful. That shows your gratitude. What's your advice to today's young professionals to improve their analytical thinking?
uh, we are working with the machines today, even if small things, we have started using this chat gpt and everything as a google search only. But I would say patience is extremely important. You can there is no shortcuts to the
Mm,
success. Yeah, you can with these tools and technologies you can accelerate your speed, but there is absolutely no shortcuts. Like don't just do it, kind of find a ready reckoner or a quick answers. Always learn by heart, and that stays you forever with you. And this the more you invest time, it's not easy to read code sections or regulations, believe me, even today I find it hard. But creating that habit gradually will take you, so it's not overnight journey. But
mm,
कहीं ना कहीं तो स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा, आई वुड से. So
सही है.
starting that things, as I said, that is how I have been. So I was lucky that people enforce me one or other way doing
Mm,
this. So it's a
mm,
gradual process, but keeping that learning focus is a key, and there is absolutely no shortcut one can find. So and when you start reading this regulations, code sections and such material, that will always enhance your thinking level.
mm,
If you just use the ready-made answers, that will not develop your analytical skill.
correct.
My boss always used to give me a amazing example and everything. He was like kind of very particular
Mm,
for everything, even like your attire, everything. He said like everything has impact on your work.
yeah.
So that is how like I would say, like anything you do, the focus should be end of the day grow yourself as a technical professional will be a kind of long term game,
Mm,
rather than finding a short term quick answers from somewhere.
mm. Oh, very good. Now, international tax is one of your strongest areas, Mr. Amit. So, what what makes it intellectually rewarding, and what should professionals learn about guilty, PIFIC, 5471, 5472, cross border planning, and all? That, how they can how or why should they get excited to learn these things?
um, I would say simple things. कहीं लाइक हमने सुना है लाइक एक लेवल पे काफी बर्ड्स फ्लाई करते हैं, बट ईगल फ्लाइज बियॉन्ड any of this. So
सही है.
But if you have to stay with the general people, average people, you will find a lot of
It's
competitions. Then you will cry like there is a lot of competitions and price cuttings and whatnot. But
yeah.
if you develop yourself kind of expert in one particular area
Hmm.
where you love it,
Hmm.
whatever it is of your liking, but niche area of practice where it's gives you yourself as a satisfaction, and creating that level will automatically take you out of that competition.
Hmm.
You will be flying at a different layer, a different height, and then uh, it's more about value addition to a client rather than compliance.
Hmm.
It's not about tax return preparation, it's a tax advisory. Right, so and cross border is so fascinating because I'm practicing from India as a
Hmm.
CPA.
Hmm.
So one or other way all client will have international exposure from US point of view.
Correct.
And I see a lot of things, not just having a kind of a US part. Sitting in India, I can see the India perspective. I'm not doing anything for India compliance. I don't have any knowledge at all of India compliance. Even my own return gets filed by my friend. But sitting here gives me at least that perspective. I can guide client properly. Like you need to get in touch with your tax professional for ODI compliance or APR report, FEMA, something. I can guide them that perspective. So this international tax, all these forms that you talk about, 5471, 8865 or anything, being so challenging first place, it was not easy to learn. But uh, when I started reading and again working on it was more kind of things, getting those initially review notes, discussing with the people. Then even today I sometimes come across questions I might not have think of it.
Yeah.
So that forces me to go and read again, change what I think previously was correct. Today it may think, after reading again I may think, okay, that was not my correct thinking. So I see it is more challenging but more rewarding in terms of, and as I said, it is more about creating kind of yourself at a level where you can provide value addition and advisory role rather than just compliance and filing a return.
That's really nice. Now, with AI taking dominion, how do you see AI changing taxation? What's your view? Will the tax jobs be gone? Will skills still remain valuable?
I would say, like, in all these years, even when calculators were not there, when we used to perform a lot of calculations manually, calculators helps us to speed up the things. When mobiles were not there, I used to remember the phone numbers of so many of my relatives. Mobile came and I don't remember any of numbers now.
Hmm.
So it's a, whether I consider this as a good to me or not, it's a question. Right, so it's a over a period of time, technology will always been evolving, it's changing, will change. But in today's world, I think more than technology changing, it's a speed at which it is changing is
Yeah,
challenging.
absolutely.
So one definitely needs to keep an eye on it, and not just eye on it, but I would say needs to make a friendship with AI, needs to consider them as a kind of a complementing each other, where we can, and I even the like in my day-to-day life, forget about this technology, uh, where someone prepares a return, and I always tell them the same thing, my team members, like, look, uh, if any return I have to prepare, I can take a paper and a pen and I should be able to prepare it. For me, software is just a helping hand, where if it takes me 10 hours to do it manually, I can do it 1 hour with the software. So that is how I see this AI and automation. Yes, definitely those people who do not learn with the technology, do not improve themselves, and who kind of remain kind of at a level where just entering the data and everything, those jobs will be definitely going to be eliminated in accounting. Like all categorizations and everything take place automatically. In preparation as well, OCR technologies, data extractions and imports and whatnot is already taking place, right? So there are a lot of things getting automized. But I see, as a tax professional, the with this automation, complexity of the tax law is increasing day to day, increasing to a level where one has never thought of. So that's creating a challenges as well. And any technology cannot replace the human judgment, interpretation, which is extremely important in a text. The same thing you read, you can think differently. I read, I can think differently. So that interpretation, like no technology can replace. Risk assessment. So there are so many other factors where human expertise will be still required. So I will not say it's a kind of competing with the technology, but I would say it's more working with the technology. That is how we should see this evolving changes, AI or automation.
Okay. I mean, do you have any special advice for people who are qualifying EA or CPA in this era? Because I was talking to some of the people, they wrote EA on paper, pen and paper. So from those days to Prometric, now it is going to be PSI, where people are going to write the examination
Right.
home. So I'm also excited to see how the exams will be in September, for the EA and all. So do you have any special advice, for the professionals of this era?
I would say, like, I was somewhere reading that article or something, and in my couple of kind of sessions at like C institute level, I spoke about it as well in terms of opportunities for the whoever CA, CPA, EA in this US tax and accounting area. Like in India, I think we in total with a population of 140 45 crores, we hardly file like 7 or 8 crore return gets filed.
Hmm.
In US, it's the other way. It's a completely reverse situation, I would say. So the volume of a return that gets filed
Hmm.
is increasing day by day.
True.
Number of accountants are decreasing day by day. So that shortage is, I see, is kind of amazing opportunities. uh, the same thing that we just spoke about, the challenge as AI. But if you see this opportunity, it was never been there in my whole career I have seen, which is we are seeing this in last 5 6 years post COVID particularly.
Hmm.
So these opportunities are amazing. So anyone who is kind of joining, already join or initial stage of their career, I think focus should be always on the kind of strong analytical skill, um, adaptability, because changing in the technology situations and everything will change, so you cannot have the same thinking and everything stay with you. And more kind of opportunity will exist in this international tax, because with the globalization and everything, opportunities will be more, and tax technologies, data analysis or
Hmm.
advisory service, I always put beyond compliance.
Hmm.
So these are the things will create more opportunities for professionals. And any of this that I just talk about is not a overnight thing. It will
Hmm.
happen gradually. You have
Hmm.
to trust your belief, and have to take a baby step somewhere, and gradually with a firm belief, kind of your experience and everything, you will find, yes, what I'm talking about will really make sense to them when they see down the road.
Hmm. Okay. So recently, I had this thing in mind, starting with my daughter itself. So I wanted to start these US taxation, accounting, payroll programs right from plus one. I would love to hear your thoughts on this because as you are both a CA, Indian CA and a US CPA. So in the plus one, they'll be studying QBO, QuickBooks Online
Right,
Pro Advisor.
right,
Whatever problems that they see in the accountancy textbook of a plus one, not even
right,
CA
right,
foundation, a plus one level, they must be able to incorporate into softwares like Tally,
right,
QuickBooks, Zoho Books if they want to.
right.
Now you have Tally Online also. Now, if you are looking for a career in US taxation, I suggest QuickBooks Online, and getting QuickBooks Pro Advisor also creates freelancing and then consulting opportunities. So in plus one, I want the person to study QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor exam, sir.
Okay,
Like it is a open book examination. There's nothing much that it has to intercede or interrupt their regular preparation. And in the plus two, I want them to study FPC. It's a single examination and multiple choice questions only. So maybe some 60 to 80 hours of training is more than enough, max 100 hours to complete the FPC, Fundamental Payroll Certification, so that they become job ready. I mean, in the
right,
way, I am working on creating internship opportunities right from undergraduation, so that once they are in BCom, they pursue their EA, paper one in the first year, paper two, second year, paper three, and then they complete their BCom along with EA, the real time preparation, internship opportunity, and all. And then after BCom, now the rules have changed for CPA also. Earlier, you had like 16 years of education and all. Now after BCom also, you can do your CPA. So it becomes a clear roadmap for somebody. So 7 years. I mean, plus two में 2 साल, BCom में 3 साल, and
right,
then
right.
instead of doing MBA, I suggest them to do CPA, which can be completed in 18 months or max 2 years. So in 7 years, I think the person can get into a seven-digit pay package in India. So what are your views on this roadmap?
Like starting with accounting that you talk about, even today I like talk about this so many times.
Hmm.
uh, you must be a good tax accountant before you can become a good tax professional.
Hmm. Hmm.
So accounting is a fundamental to the tax, and I
Correct.
will give you example of it. Say I have to do some book to tax difference.
Hmm.
Say one of the complex thing is a lease accounting.
Hmm. Yeah.
Unless I know the accounting treatment,
Hmm.
how I can say what will be my book to tax difference, right? I must know the accounting treatment of it. One side I will have a tax treatment, then I will have a book to tax difference.
Hmm.
So understanding accounting is a very, very fundamental as a tax professional.
Hmm.
And anything that helps you increase your skill set,
Hmm.
be it any software. But software I always put as a kind of equipment which helps me to speed up my work. So I don't care much about the software.
Hmm.
I care about more about the technical knowledge goes behind that. If I have to do the accounting, something will be debited, why it will be credited, why it will be debited, credited, what will be the effect of it on the financial statement. That is how I always look at it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always look at it kind of comparative things. Number makes sense. I say you
Correct.
don't need anything. Be a tax professional. You just need a common sense.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, and every business, that is what I have learned from my boss.
Hmm.
That every business that you work on, you must think as if your own business. You must understand the nature of business. Then only you can start work on it. So we many times have a kind of audited financials, and normally we have a trial balance, and for a tax work we normally go by the trial balance, and we are kind of done with a good preparation. He
Correct.
insists us, Amit, whenever you have audited financials, you must go by all the notes to the financials and everything. And
Hmm.
then I gradually realize those temporary book to tax difference are always hidden in the notes to the financials and not on the face of it.
Correct.
So understanding this accounting and increasing this skill set, I
Uh,
always focus on more on skill set. And that just few minutes back we talk about this analytical and everything. So everything is that you increase your knowledge, and that you put in your work, and bring in where you can provide better services to the client, that will not just help you in a career as well, but will reward you as well. in terms of everything.
Absolutely, because there are many people, who take the CA, CMA, CS route. Yeah, I'm seeing people, they complete their MCOM, MBA, and then they come and ask me what is good for them. So I feel, it should start from +1 itself. यानी जो रेगुलर पढ़ाई है वो पढ़ाई आप करो, बट उसके साथ थोड़ा बहुत ये सीख लो फर्स्ट ईयर में क्यूबीओ,
Yes, yes, yes,
एक
yes.
छोटा पेरोल सर्टिफिकेशन, देन पार्ट 1.
Whatever you like know in terms of skill, like
या
this is a big problem our industry has today.
या
Right, like one side there are so many freshers who wants to join the industry, on other side there are employer who wants the experienced employees.
या
That is why we have shortage. So we
करेक्ट.
really need some bridge in
या
between, where people get trained in term of skill set, and then they are ready for the industry. So
एब्सोल्युटली.
learning all these software platforms, like plus one that you just talk about, will help to bridge this gap.
Yeah, and it's not complicated, like CA or any IAS examination.
Absolutely
Just few hours, like 40, 50 hours, I think, they can get through each of these courses or each of the papers. So thank you for your views on that, because that's my roadmap, that I've laid down for people, from the +1 to CPA. So 7 years, I think, it can easily put them into that 7-digit salary package in India. Of course,
yes, yes,
there outside, obviously, an enrolled agent in US makes like 50 to 60K USD.
right, right.
Even a
And
CPA also, like
yeah,
80.
and learning this at a very young age will definitely put you with all your experience and everything
Yeah.
much ahead of the others when you are
There's
at
no
the.
awareness. Probably, you also came to know about US taxation or CPA, as you said, after coming to, the MBA for the companies that you have been working
Yes,
for.
yes,
So if they had that awareness, at a very earlier stage in their schooling or college, I think that will definitely, help them. Abhi to,
right.
for the next 5, 10 years, I see some golden eggs in the industry. So
Yes, 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 yes.
so we don't know what Mr. Trump comes up with or the next president comes up with. But as of now, I think, the shortage that the accounting and tax professionals have, and the industry is also, I mean, the experienced people are also becoming very expensive. So
Yes,
not
yes.
not being
But at
affordable,
some point
by
of
any shot.
time, yeah, some point of time, I think with the global competition now, new countries being emerging,
Yeah,
Philippines or Argentina and many others, like at entry level, it won't be that easy now.
yeah,
Yeah, as I said, you fly to a different height, then it's a completely different ball game. Those are like our industry as a tax and accounting, more than 25 plus years old now, very matured in India.
hmm,
In those new countries, it is not that experience enough industry, so it will take them that time to be ready with the to be equipped with what is needed today. Our for us, we are at the right time at this moment when there is extreme shortage of these professionals. We are at the right time with so many youngsters joining this accounting as a student and having this opportunity in front of them. And as you said, that 7 years of roadmap is so clear. So yes, such they also have a kind of more clarity in joining this industry, and it will not be like me. When I joined, I don't know anything kind of things, and there were so many uncertainties were there. So definitely today is a golden time for all those students who are there in a queue joining this industry as in whatever stage they are, student, professionals, doing graduations, or in a just passing a 12th exam.
absolutely, absolutely. Chaliye. So let's have some fun, Amitji. Okay, so we'll have some rapid fire round. Okay.
But
So,
then you will keep easy questions then.
all easy questions only. Yeah, all easy questions only. I mean, one book every leader should read, according to you.
I will go with my personal experience. I always put a Bhagavad Gita at the center of it, not just
One.
kind of a religious book,
Hmm.
but I put it as a more of a kind of a leadership book. I would put myself as Arjuna, where there are so many uncertainties, self-doubt, responsibilities, difficult decision making. So every one of us faces these things day in day out, and there are so motivational slokas within this Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
So this is the book I read regularly, and I try to learn there. That is why, like, I put always this at the center of my kind of as a leader. And if I have to see any god picture, I
Hmm.
would always put Ganesh ji,
Okay.
because if you see, he's all these big ears, big stomach, small eyes. So all are leadership qualities.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is how I put kind of as a leader. This is what I would see.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. So you mean the faith book? Whatever is the faith, that's the first book you prefer.
I said, as I stated, it's Bhagavad Gita. As I said, it's not about religious at all. I
Yeah.
would put it as a leadership book,
Okay.
because Arjuna is going through the same doubts and everything what we going through,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there are so kind of motivational slokas that inspires you to face all these challenges in a real life. So it is more as a leadership book. I will put it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Even in our Christian faith also, it is written like, "Do not let this book of law depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night. Then you will be prosperous and successful." So obviously, whatever is the faith of people, because
Yes,
I
exactly.
think today we know what to do, how to do, but I think the faith book will teach us, like why to do that.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
Good. So one
Exactly.
habit that changed your life. What's that one habit that changed your life?
I think today also I don't see in my like almost whatever 24 plus years there, I hardly see a day when I have not read something.
Hmm.
So this is so amazing industry
Huh.
where it keeps you on your toe, but you must have those thinking, that eyes uh, of kind of learning from everywhere.
Hmm.
So continuous learning is something that kind of it forced me, I would say. uh, uh, then yes, gradually have interest and everything, but this is the one habit that has changed my life completely.
Wonderful.
That eagerness to learn that created this habit.
Wonderful. Wonderful. One mistake that taught you the most?
I think destiny has been kind of so amazing with me. Even whatever step I took, it always turned out to be the great one. So don't see anything mistake. I would say is one thing where like you take some decision and it do not turn out the way you expected the outcome of it, and then it's disappointment, you think it as a mistake and everything. So in my career I don't see anything as such or I don't remember any such incident that I kind of faced such disappointment.
Okay. Good. Good. One leadership quote you live by.
um, I would say, like, as a kid, if you say something, they will listen to you. But
Hmm.
more than that, when a new baby is born as an iPhone, uh, there is amazing observation capacity.
Hmm.
That kid is not able to speak, not even initial days, not able to see it then, but that observation capacity, and then gradually learns everything,
Hmm.
speaks and everything. So that observing capacity remains in all of us throughout our life. So if I say something, people may listen it,
Hmm.
but if I'm doing something,
People
they
will
will
have.
see it. The impact that we do as a leader,
Hmm.
rather than what we speak,
Hmm.
is much more bigger. So I would say lead by example
Hmm.
is something the best thing we as a leader can do.
Wonderful. Finally, what does success mean to you?
Success, I would say different depending upon different situation, different for each person at a different stage of life. It would be a different definition. I would say someone starting a professional study, then say maybe CA or CPA, past CPA could be their success. Someone just going in a college and liking some girl or boy,
mm,
then marrying to that girl or boy could be the success for them.
mm,
I would say success for each person could be a different definition. For the same person, depending upon at a different stage of a life, could have a different definition. So
mm,
more than success, I will talk about self satisfaction.
mm,
That is what I put as a success. If you end of a day are satisfied, if you are happy end of a day, that is success for me. That is how I will put it.
mm,
So I think uh, how I kind of grow over years, as a professional, you maintain that integrity and have that satisfaction is the biggest thing. You believe me, like in last 5 years of my career, as I said, when I was at MBF, I never thought of leaving or anything. But in
mm,
last 5 years, so many things happen, and only one thing was back of my mind. Even at the previous organization, I was working one of the top six organization accounting firm. I was working as a tax director.
mm.
So there was a position, power, money, everything. But I think as a technical person, I was missing was a self satisfaction. And so I always kept myself self satisfaction as a top priority. And that is how I define my success. For
Mm.
different person, the definition could be different.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so people who are watching us, students, professionals, and all, now it's your turn. If you have any questions for Amitji, please post them in the chat. We will try to take as many questions as possible. Okay. Now, Amitji, imagine a young student, who is watching us today. Maybe they are in BCom or plus two CA, MBA, whatever. Maybe just starting their career also. So, 20 years from now, what is the one message you want them to remember from this today's conversation?
Mm, keep kids in yourself alive, I would say. uh, I think the I don't remember the English word of it, but गुजराती में उसको जिज्ञासा बोलते हैं.
Yeah.
That you keep kind of.
Inquisitiveness.
Yes,
Inquisitiveness.
yes, yes. So keep
Yeah.
that alive in yourself, and that will help you in whatever field, not just accounting or tax, in whatever field you are. uh, and looking at everything as a positive things. Challenges will be there, uncertainties will be there, things will not go as you plan. Life is that is how the life is, right? But if you see a positive in everything coming to you, these two things I will say will help along the way, whatever kind of in the field area, personally, professionally. I think these are the two factors I always would put top of everything.
Okay. Okay. One of the questions I received from Mr. Hassan is, hello, Amit sir. How can AI help tax professionals without replacing them?
uh, so first thing I would say, take out a fear of someone is replacing us. We just have to evolve ourselves. As I said, the example in our discussion about an eagle, you take yourself to a height where there is less competition. So if you just think I'm just entering a details, entering a preparation, yes, software can take away that kind of job where OCR technologies and everything will be there. But if you develop yourself as a tax professional, where we talk about already, like engaging in the things where it's interpretation is there, analysis is there, court judgment is there. As I said, you read the line, you think different, I read the same line, I read. So excel yourself on a technical subject,
Hmm.
and the opportunities will be ample. No technology or AI can replace the advisory role. In these global challenges, the demand for those roles will be increasing day by day. So just you have to focus on improving yourself as a strong technical professionals rather than just as a preparer.
Okay, wonderful. One of the other questions that I received on my WhatsApp is, Sir said he reads almost every day. What does his actual daily learning routine look like? The
It's
time,
not a
course.
routine, I would say. What happens, I read every day, but it's not what I kind of plan something that I will read today. It's a client brings up the questions, team members brings up the questions, so something is always there where, yes, even if 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, but something is always new there. And you read somewhere, recently I had like a very new NCVR deposits where RBI announced recently that for because of this war situation,
Hmm.
right, RBI allowed, because we need an inflow of a fund,
Hmm.
so that kind of rupee depreciation will not affect and the NRIs can invest into. So it's not just about technical things, but you keep that mindset learning, you will find the reading subject every day.
Hmm. Okay. 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 One of the budding entrepreneurs asks, in your first 9 to 10 months as an entrepreneur, what belief about business turned out to be wrong?
As I said, like I we talk about that mistake part, right? So I am yet to realize any step that I have taken goes wrong, because everything up till now has been happened up to expectations or beyond my expectations, to be very honest.
Hmm.
So I don't say anything has gone wrong yet, or at least I don't know.
Okay. Other question is from the Bhagavad Gita. Is there one specific sloka that has directly influenced a big career decision?
There are so many, not one. Karmanyavadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana, and then ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paripasate tesam nityabhiyuktanam yogakshamam vahamyaham. So lots of them, not just one.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A little meaning of that.
Yeah, karmanyavadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana is focus on your work rather than the result of it.
Hmm.
That's the best part of it, that what is in your control is your karma, that things you do,
Hmm.
result is not in your hand. So
Correct.
don't focus on a result, focus on what is in your control.
Yeah.
And second one was about the faith in a god.
Hmm.
uh, and as I said in my our discussion as well, not everything I had planned, but destiny always gave me more than what I expected. So trust in the process of a god. He will, yes, we have to keep focus on our working and hard work and everything, but
Hmm.
focus on a god. Na hathi bhukha marta hai, na chiti bhukhi marti hai. So god has a plan for everyone. That is
Yeah.
what the meaning of second thing, second sloka was.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, another question that we have from Bimlesh Singh in the live is Abhishek. Hi, sir. Abhishek this side. I have 2.8 years of experience in R2R, AR, and AP, and I'm currently working with Deloitte. I'm also pursuing EA. If I clear one EA paper, can I switch to a US tax profile? You want to answer that?
Look, like
Abhishek.
switching a profile, yes, Abhishek, switching profile, I don't say, I just spoke, right? You must be a good accountant to be a tax professional. So you are already working in an accounting field. So it's just about changing a station. Uh, so your direction is still the same. I would say you are not in a wrong train. So you just need to change the station, and very much at the beginning of a stage, it's not that huge decision. But if you spend 5 6 years, then everything may not make sense. Having that experience, expectations, compensations, then you think of changing a train. So the more clarity you get at the beginning of a career, that's easy to take those changes, even if you have to kind of compromise something on your compensation at early stage. That will not affect a lot, but if you down the line 5 7 8 10 years think of it, it can you may have to compromise few more things than what you might have to compromise today.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. So another question. Okay. A compliment is actions speak louder than words. That I loved it, Amit sir. A true leader inspires through action. Let's focus on achieving our goals, not just talking about them. So that's one of the comments from a viewer.
Think, and this
Uh,
is not like something, as I said, I am lucky enough to get opportunity to work such a leaders. So I, whatever I spoke today or learn,
hmm,
is everything I have experienced myself from the amazing leaders.
wonderful, wonderful. It's that gratitude, that shows our attitude.
Thank
Now,
you, sir.
one of the questions is hello, Amit sir, what do you suggest for CAs about the US tax industry? Do you encourage them to come into this industry?
CA are already into industry. Like today,
Yeah.
if you see any even practicing CA, they
Yeah.
talks about US tax industry. I had like recently a few sessions at the ICI study circles and everyone. So everywhere you go, and they are talking about US tax only. Some are complaining, some are uh, thinking of opportunities. Mostly people are talking about opportunities. But just to say, like I met one friend who is in practice, and मुझे बोलता है, अमित यार आपकी वजह से हमें अच्छे एम्प्लॉय नहीं मिल रहे हैं. Because now you have kind of a more kind of opportunities package or something, like we find it difficult to find equivalent of so it's how you see. But yes, CA are already into this field, and believe me, there are many large companies today
Hmm.
we have in outsourcing. CA are the owners of it.
Hmm.
And let me clarify this: those owners are not the one like me who actually themselves have worked into this industry. They are
Hmm.
pure businessmen and have team of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 or 5,000 employees. So
Wonderful.
C are already there, not just thinking of doing this, they have already done it. So yes, a lot of opportunities as a CA as well.
Another question from Srivani is hello, sir. How much time should we dedicate daily to become proficient?
Like in a sense, look, it's not about proficient, it's what you love is more important. If you love, you will not see a watch. That is what happened in my MBF journey.
Hmm.
We never had to see the watch to leave the office. It's always when work gets completed, we leave it. So it's, if you love something, if you're passion for something, uh, you don't have to see the watch in terms of amount or period. But loving something is the things you must be there, then everything will fall in place automatically.
Even what I want to add is like people who join as preparers, for the very first tax season, you must have worked on some files. Just my practical insights as a practitioner. Now during the tax season you must have taken help from your seniors, reviewers, or somebody like that. Now in the off season, if your boss is kind enough to allow you to leverage the off season in learning, I suggest you do the same thing, same files. Let's say you worked on 300 files during the 2025 tax season. Ask your boss to give you the same files, for the 2026 tax season. Tell the boss, sir, give me the same files. I'll make sure they retain and they also get me referrals. I feel, your boss will also be super happy. And this 6 months, it'll give you, like very good platform for you to learn, excel, deliver, and improve your customer satisfaction levels also.
Yes, yes, and as you talk about learning, even
Yeah.
when I talk in terms of when you work in a tax season, extreme pressure, you need to deliver returns and everything. You may not be able to spend time to learn or read for
Yeah.
hours and hours. So you always take help of a senior, look at the prior year, take some guidance and do it. But you can always list out those points where
Ah,
you seek for the help. And when there is a select time, go to your list, because you already know the client where you work on, you already had the documents where you face the problem. Now invest the time in learning those topics, so you don't need to find the topics to learn. You will just have to keep that eye, how I can learn.
yeah.
So learning is everywhere, every day. Just your eyesight should be, you start looking at from that point of view.
And also to add, proficiency is not just about retaining the clients, it's about multiplying. So
Yes, yes.
in our faith, the first blessing God gave mankind is be fruitful and multiply. So
Yeah, and
and
this service industry where it's like particularly as if I'm practicing as a CPA,
yeah,
the client themselves will be doing a marketing if they are happy and satisfied with your service. So in a
absolutely.
service, this is not a factory where you are producing a goods. In
Mm,
a service, it's always a personal touch is there. People
yeah.
should feel that. So you should be approachable, available, and importantly. To everyone who comes to you will have some pain point, so if you can help them
Uh,
to reduce those pain points, those are the kind of key in a service sector.
Amit, you tell me something about the tax planning opportunities, that people can take up as careers, because filing and all now software is there. थोड़ा बहुत
Yes,
पढ़ाई कर लो, software will do it. If you are I mean चील की नजर है,
right,
तो
right,
you
right.
are good with diagnostic errors and all, and you will be okay with the preparation. How about the planning opportunities? How people should leverage the planning areas, to
Okay,
benefit?
I will give you a couple of real life example.
Yeah,
So rather than just thinking on that side or theoretically, I will give you example.
yeah.
Say someone wants to incorporate a company. If
Hmm,
that person is sitting in a Dubai
hmm,
and wants to do the business in the US,
hmm,
and if they incorporate, what will happen? Obviously with a foreign ownership and everything, preferable structure will be a corporation.
hmm,
uh, so say in today's world, say they want to do for this a cryptocurrency and they want to set up a data center and everything. So if someone just set up a company from the Dubai to the US, and Dubai means UAE, they don't have a tax treaty.
hmm,
So anything that goes repatriated will attract 30% tax eventually. But if you set up a real business purpose and have one subsidiary in the Canada,
hmm,
and then the Canadian company will have a US subsidiary.
hmm.
Now US and Canada has the best treaty in the world. Canada and UAE has that. So these are the areas.
So you're
If
getting a free tax consultation from the
but it
people.
is an example, real life things. There are so many people who comes to me in a pre-immigration planning where they applied for EB5
Hmm,
and they don't know that US has a huge estate tax as well,
hmm,
right? If you can help them to get rid of the assets, transfer the ownership wherever possible, and CPFIC is one of the big pain point once you become US citizen or resident for
hmm,
tax purpose. So these are real life example where there are ample tax opportunities, but you have to elevate yourself to a level. There are like you talk about guilty, but there is a IC disk as well. There is a FDII as well, right? So which one you choose, IC disk, guilty,
hmm,
or FDII? Because FDII also has a benefit, IC disk also has a benefit, guilty also has a benefit of this. So all are beneficial, but depending upon your client situation, which will work best for them. So as
hmm,
a tax professional, it's not just what you said, like entering the details or anything, but you
hmm,
have to elevate yourself to a level where you can see the whole picture. Then you can be in a position when you can do the advisory role or you can guide your client, and when you create a value for your client, they will be happy to pay you fee more than what you think of.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Chale, another question from Mr. Sai Charan Watch. So, hello, Hamid sir. Thanks for the wonderful insights and sharing your journey. I would like to ask one question. Is EA license enough, or do I need a CPA license to grow long term?
Okay, I will say, like, as I stated in my journey, like I did this after 10 years of my experience. So first, having skill set, technical skill set is very important. Down the line, having one of the credential will be enough. uh, but if God has given you money, you can always pursue that, nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah.
at least one is kind of down the line will be required. As
Mm,
I said, uh, if I say like I know US tax, unknown people may not trust that much. Even
yeah.
people, unknown client today ask me my license details
Yeah.
when they come. So
Outsource. Yeah. Right.
yeah, right. So but if you have this credential that establish and validates your experience and everything more than, because people will know about your experience and everything knowledge once they start working with you. But in unknown relationship, how you can establish that trust? So having degree, yes, going through the study itself enforce a lot of technical knowledge in you. When
Mm,
you prepare written, you may not think of basis and everything, but
yeah.
when you are in an exam mode, like in real life, we may not think anytime about a filing status client provides us. But
Mm,
if you go in a student mindset, you will know about everything, right? Child dependent as a child, and dependent relatives and everything. So that very good things that having degree, not just pursuing degree, the degree, it enforces you to read the things that normally you will not read in your practical life. So one of the degree is good, but if God has given you money, nothing wrong to go for two as well.
Okay, wonderful. Just to add to Sai Charan, see, if you are a EA, I would definitely encourage you to do CPA, like what Mr. Amit ji said. If you have money, okay, because EA देखिए 1 lakh में हो जाएगा. I come from a very lower middle class family, so at that time investing 1 lakh is also big thing for me. Uh, and CPA, it'll definitely cost you 5 to 6 lakhs. Yes, so there are so many institutes, including iLead. So whomsoever you feel comfortable, try to do it with them. But I suggest, once you get into work, do CPA with your own money, not with parents' money or anybody. Once you become EA, learn RTP, get into work, like 2 3 saal, just get established, clear chota mota loan and all, and then start preparing for CPA simultaneously. And when you have money, then you register and then take the examination, because each exam paper is also costly, like almost like 60 70,000 is like minimum that you have to pay for the CPA exams. So it's your hard earned money, so I would want you to attempt for for that examination only when you are 100% ready. Yeah. So, and for the people who have completed EA, RTP and all, I suggest you take up regulation and then TCP, tax compliance and planning. I'm very happy that EA syllabus has also changed. I mean, they are giving more importance on planning, and CPA also, it has TCP papers now. Earlier when Amit ji wrote, it was all BEC and all. Now they removed that. They came up with electives, and one of the electives is TCP. I'm a tax guy, hardcore, so I love TCP. But if you love, like business account reporting, or audit attestation, anything into those, you can select that. But if you ask me, as I lead tax accounting expert guy, I would suggest take TCP, tax compliance and planning, where death and taxes are inevitable. तो ये होते ही एक 3 महीने में 4 महीने में try to complete your rig and TCP, and then you go for accounts and auditing. So that way is it become, and especially people who are watching us from CA background and all, CA final, CA inter also, if you have not cleared your CA or something, I would first say पहले EA, बाद में CPA. So it becomes very easy for you, because the amount of depth that you would have studied in CA inter, that itself is more than enough for you to
Uh,
complete your CPA accounting and auditing.
and just to add what you said, like if someone comes from a CA background, I always say like a difference between CA and the CPA is only that
Uh,
uh, like CA में आप कितना भी अच्छा पेपर जाएगा, like you will be praying to a god on a result day. uh, so it's a you have dependency on a little bit of a luck there in a CPA exam. My experience is there, once you are out of prometric center, mostly the score is in expectations with what you think. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि आप 90 एक्सपेक्ट करते हो और 50 आते हैं.
there are no suspenses,
Right, right. And
surprises.
the
Yeah,
second thing, compared to the CS study, it is not that difficult. When anyone is coming from the CA background,
yeah,
and particularly those who have recently done the CA, it's for them it's just matter of sitting in exam, because they already have that student mindset. Majority of the things you have already learned part of the CA,
yeah.
so it's just getting into this. And yes, CA इंटर जितना मेहनत करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा भी नहीं है कि सिर्फ एग्जाम में बैठ गए, but it's compared to CA, it's not that difficult.
Wonderful, wonderful. As most of you know, we are partnered with U World CPA. So in case you need any help on CPA, please contact our enrollment advisors. You see the contact information below. We will be happy to help you. Another question from Mr. Ranadir. Hello, Amit sir. Because of layoffs going on in the IT sector, people still believe that this may also happen in our sector as AI is booming. What suggestions would you give who want to pursue a career in US tax?
I would still say the same thing what I already told a couple of times. uh, जब तक आप उस हाइट पे फ्लाई करोगे आपको कंपटीशन मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. यू विल फियर ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग्स एज वेल. बट जितनी टैक्स में मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी लग रही है शायद ही कोई और फील्ड में आज मिलेगी आपको. But you have to elevate yourself to a level. You have to like focus on the technical skill set rather than just a preparation or compliance we just talk about, right? That tax planning, structuring, advisory, analytics, those are the areas you have to pick depending upon your interest and everything. It's not just interest, it's opportunities also where I was lucky enough. So but it's not that everything is going to kind of AI is taking over. I just give you example as well, right? इस जमाने में कैलकुलेटर नहीं थे, कैलकुलेटर आए. When I was in 11th standard I first time saw the computer even. तो
Hmm,
कंप्यूटर नहीं थे तो कंप्यूटर भी आए. तो टेक्नोलॉजी आर ऑलरेडी taking evolving since years, but the speed at which it's changing now, it has never happened in the past. So we just have to keep ourselves updated. That's the main part of it. And I don't think anything is technology is going to take away the those core area expertise job. It just a routine job can be eliminated.
absolutely. Another question from Padmini. Thank you for your valuable invite, sir. Insight, sir. Please suggest which skills should professionals focus on developing in the next 2 to 3 years to stay relevant in the field of US taxation.
First, I think I talk about positive mindset. So first, you have to have that, and other thing I spoke about that skill set which will come only by reading, enforce and doing practice, where you reinforce your technical knowledge into the practice. No one become expert just by reading. It's only when you get to apply your knowledge into the practice, you reinforce those knowledge. हम डेप्रिसिएशन में सीखते हैं कि मेकर्स लेना है वो लेना है. बट जब सॉफ्टवेयर में करके बाहर देखते हो 4562 फॉर्म में, देन ओनली ओके इट्स वर्किंग. So it's always like a theoretical knowledge backed by your practical experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fine. Another question is hello, Amit sir. He is also some Patel. Is it difficult to get skilled employees or employees who have learning and growing attitude in this field? I think his question answers the answer.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
you will also agree, sir, with me. Like for me personally, I whenever I have to hire someone, I think of the attitude than a skill, because skill I can teach them if they have a right mindset and attitude.
Hmm.
It's I always think if I have the most difficult work or project my hand, will I able to trust this person? That's the key element. I see someone who is ready to take the ownership of a work, take the responsibility of a work, has a kind of a skepticism. We as an auditor see that skepticism, questioning mindset is there, then we can I always can train the people, but that mindset and attitude must be there.
Hmm. Okay. Fine. The last question of the day, probably. Okay, so Amit sir, this from Mr. Alex. Amit sir, as a tax preparer, what other services should I add to my arsenal other than tax preparation and tax planning, based on your experience, sir?
We talk about a lot, Alex, on this one. You start your journey as a tax preparer only. I also started the same way. Even I did QuickBooks accounting and everything. So no one directly starts as a kind of tax experts. It's a journey that take them to that destination. But so everyone starts in the same train, I would say. But based on your kind of ability to understand these opportunities, risk, all the factors we just talk about in detail, everything, uh, there are so many opportunities as a tax professional to create kind of a tax structuring, tax planning, tax advisories, and data analysis. um, I just talk about kind of cross-border transactions planning. So there are a lot of things within the tax as well. It's just tax preparation is just a baby step to start with.
Okay. One more question we got. How can EA professionals get into audit and assurance field because pursuing CPA takes time and money?
uh, I would say, look, if you're interested in audit, then you are in love with a wrong girlfriend or a boyfriend. So if you're interested in audit, then EA is not for you. I would say EA is purely a tax course. So if you are not interested in your tax, there is no point of starting a EA even, I would say. So audit is a completely a different journey, and yes, then CPA is the right direction where you will have a whole one paper on the audit and everything. But wherever your interest is, at least start working in this direction. You do the CPA after 2 3 years, that is okay, but
Hmm.
at least you bought the right train.
Absolutely. Another thing I would suggest here, Nagaraju, is you can try CIA, okay, Certified Internal Auditor. It's more flexible and it's a standard bachelor's degree is sufficient, unlike CPA, which has like 150 educational credits and all with a four-part exam. CIA will be very easy for you. A three-part examination you can do more research about, and it can be cleared, much faster than CPA, and cost-wise also it is very less. So you can look out for people who are offering CIA, Certified Internal Auditor role. And as Amit ji said, so if you are more inclined towards audit, then you are with the wrong girlfriend. So, so take care of that. Okay, fine, Amit ji. Anything else you feel you wanted to talk but you missed it, Mr. Amit? Or I missed
uh,
asking you anything that you feel you must share?
I think most of the things in my 24 years journey, I think we talk about. So I don't think so. But if again, like I have to summarize the things, I would say focus on a building expertise. That's the key, I think. And as a leader, I would kind of will not hesitate to invest in a people, because tax law will change, technology will change, AI will change the way we work, everything. But helping the people grow, creating their opportunities, kind of making positive impact will never go out of style. So I think if we leave behind the stronger professionals, stronger leader, then we inherited, I would say, then we have a truly succeeded, or kind of self-satisfaction, the word I use in our discussion.
Definitely. So, thank you very much, Minchi, for sharing your journey, your wisdom, your experiences, and all the leadership lessons that you learned. So, what I appreciate most is that despite your accomplishment, your focus remains on quality, continuous learning, ownership, and then developing people. I pray that you will continue to carry that attribute. And I very strongly believe that today's conversation would have helped and inspired many students, professionals, and entrepreneurs alike. And on behalf of entire iLead Tax Group, thank you for being part of our 40 session, the Tax Titans Talk. We wish you, your family, and Ennovate Group continued success and many more milestones ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir, for, or again, thank you for giving this opportunity on this show, and providing this platform to discuss my views and opinions and experience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Mr. Amitji. So, to everyone who joined us today, thank you for spending time this far. It was almost like 2 hours with Mr. Amit. And remember that success is not an event, success is a journey. Learn continuously, grow, purposefully and inspire others also along the way. So, this is Nandakumar KV signing off from another episode of 40, the Tax Titans Talk. God bless you. See you in our next episode. And if you feel that there is some leader whom I should bring up on this show, I would definitely ask of you to get in touch with me or my team through the below coordinates, and I would love to host them on this session. Yeah. Take care, and I'll see you soon in the next 40 session with another wonderful leader. Take care. Bye bye.